Hey, thanks again for dropping into the Acquirable Podcast. We're here at BTF, and we are talking to wonderful founders that have built beautiful, irresistible businesses. And I got the chance to hear a little bit of your story and just a heartbeat behind it.
Yeah.
And so please introduce yourself and just share a little about what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm Anna. I am the founder of a company called Zenimal. We make screen-free meditation devices for children and also for teens and adults. So it's just a little standalone audio device that plays 9 guided meditations and 3 sleep sounds to help with stress management, anxiety, and improve sleep.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So just for the novice,
Yes.
why does meditation work? Like, what's the neuroscience or the
Yeah.
psychology behind why it actually functionally works in the body?
That's such a good question, and it's really amazing, and there is a lot of science behind it, and it's over 2,000 years old, so it's like one of probably the most like
Proven.
solid
Proven
and
ways,
proven
yeah.
and no side effects technology, I guess,
Yeah.
that we have to calm down and to de-stress. And it actually quiets your prefrontal cortex,
Okay.
so that's responsible for your emotional regulation. It shuts down your fight or flight mechanism
Okay.
in your brain, so it starts to quiet that a little bit. It also grows the gray matter in your brain, so it can improve focus, helps with longevity, helps with memory.
Wow.
But it's like we have so much overstimulation
Right.
now. We have so much input coming in. We have very little boredom, right? So
yeah.
like if we're waiting in line for coffee for
We're on our
however
phone.
many seconds, we're on our phone. We're waiting for anything. If we have zero boredom in
Right.
our life. We have constant entertainment. And it's actually, we're not wired for that,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
We are wired to, at the end of the day, sit around the campfire and watch the flames, interact with other human beings. And we don't do that anymore. And meditation is a moment of quiet. It's a moment to shut down your brain and give it a rest, right? We all need the rest. So it has a lot of, I think it's so silly to say like, oh, it does this, this, and this, and this. And it's like, oh, I've heard that. It's like,
Right.
sounds like snake oil, but like it really does improve a lot of aspects of your life, and I think it's amazing just 10 minutes a day can do. And I encourage people just to give it a shot.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm not good at it, and that's okay.
Right.
Like I think that's what's
not the point.
That's
Yeah.
not the point. And it's like doing bicep curls, right? You like just when you're closing your eyes, you don't even have to close your eyes. It's continuing to bring your attention back to the present moment.
Right.
And every time you're able to catch yourself, oh, my mind wandered, and you're back to this moment as a bicep curl.
Wow, yeah.
Right? And that's rewiring your brain to have awareness. And it's like, you don't have to be good at it. You don't
Right.
have to sit there with an empty brain and you're doing it. You're doing it every time you catch
Right,
yourself.
exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So let's talk a little about the company. I mean,
Yeah.
you started this, you bootstrapped it.
Yeah.
You took some money that came from really a tragedy that propelled this company. But
Yeah.
let's talk more about the company a little bit and just what it was like to start a company
Yeah.
and find manufacturers and all those type things.
Yeah, it was such a cool journey, and I think I started it based on just a personal mission. I struggled a lot as a kid, and so I was really running head first with this. And I think when you are mission driven, you will find hell or high water, you are going to find a way to do it. And I was, and I think it's very awkward at first. You're like a newborn baby giraffe and your legs are all over the place and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. And to manufacture like an electronic device from scratch is wild, right?
Can't
And you're
imagine.
like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not an electronic, engineer. I don't have a co-founder who's in tech, right? I have no co-founder whatsoever. And I'm literally just making phone call after phone call after phone call of like, who will talk to me? Who will help me through this? Do you know anybody? How do I start a business? Like, what is a business plan? And it was like the amount of people that came out of the woodwork and would sit with me for hours. There was a friend of mine that had started several businesses, and he had recently sold his company, and he would sit with me for forever and just be like, here's how you do, a slide deck on, starting a company, and here's, this is how you can structure it so this doesn't burn you, and you could set it up in Delaware. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Is this even a thing?
So how did you find the manufacturers?
So the manufacturers, how did that like all come about? It was like a neighbor that had introduced me to a friend who then introduced me to an industrial designer, and he had worked at Nike. He had drawn the turtle figure, and then he had worked with these mechanical engineers in Portland. They did the engineering of the inside, because the first version of it like basically caught on fire because I had hired some student engineer, right? Like this is where it started.
Is that a problem?
Right.
Yeah.
It looks this like tiny bit. And so these engineers were unbelievable, and he had manufactured some device at one point in China, and he's like, I don't know, you could like try this guy. He's kind of wacky. He owns this factory in China. He's really great, but they manufacture like medical devices, so maybe it's over the top. And I was like, perfect, because like I'm putting this in my own kid's bed, so I'm going over the top with this. I do not care. That's great. And so I was like, but I want to make sure this is great. So I'm going to fly to China. And he's like, by yourself? And I was like, indeed. And I just like, and I remember sitting on the plane and just being like, because you're going so fast, right? That you're just like, yes. Everything is a yes. Like, I don't care. Yes. And then you like, once you have these quiet moments and you like realize where you are, and you're like, oh, what have I done?
Yeah.
And like, I'm doing this, and like, I'm in China, and I'm like, am I going to be arrested for something? Should I even be here? Like, and you're looking at an electronics factory, you're like, is this legal? I don't know. And there's like weird announcements that are like, I'm not, like you just don't, and you're like, what have I gotten myself into? I know, and it was amazing, and the factory's amazing, and like, it's just like, you just keep stumbling into chaos and greatness and all of the things. And I think when you have such a strong mission, and you have such a strong drive, and you want such good things for the world, like everything unfolds.
Yeah.
And you I don't, if you ever believe in manifesting things, like I had such a strong conviction, and I had such a strong vision for where I wanted it to go. That you will inevitably take action towards those things, whether or not it's magic, whether or not it's whatever.
I think it's beside the point.
It just works. It just does.
We believe strongly in manifesting, and it's vision, right? And that's kind of corporate speak. It's vision, but it's vision that manifests itself for whatever reason. And there's explanations for it, like you said, like your work is focused. But there probably is some magic to it too. Yeah.
So tell us about the company. How long? When did you start it?
So I'm
going to rapid fire questions.
Yes. So I started like kind of the idea-ish around like 2018, 2019. We were doing the design stuff, and then had products show up at my door just like winter of 2019, 2020. And then was like, just selling them to friends and family, making sure they didn't catch on fire. And then,
because if it does catch on fire, you might as well be friends and family.
It was, it was cousin Betty. She'll
forgive
fine.
you. She'll forgive you.
Dress the wounds. It's fine. No, and then turned on marketing March 1st of 2020.
Wow.
And I remember like the first person that purchased it that wasn't like my mom's friend.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa.
It's happened.
This is so crazy. This is like so unbelievable. And then like the world shut down.
What a great time to go to market with that product.
What the heck is happening?
Yeah. But then I would assume people would want it during that time.
Well, it was so rad because like that was the tail end of like digital ads were like king, right? And the big player, the dinosaur companies weren't in it yet, so they were super affordable. My like CPA was like $5. It was like fishing with dynamite, and I was like, "Who said running a company was hard?
Exactly right.
Throw more money at advertising and
more
revenue,
flour,
just
more
like,
water, more
amazing, totally." And I'm like, "This is rad." And and at that point, I was like fulfilling out of my master bedroom, I'm writing handwritten notes to everybody, and it was just like, "This is the best," right? And then I was like, "I'm big enough for a 3PL," and it was just like, "This is so the best." And that went on, and we scaled super quick, and I wasn't really building a team, so I was like waiting for office space and just hiring vendors and contractors, and it was just chaos, but it was fine, and people were happy. And at one point we got it was an order of 10,000 Zenimals that I'd changed a few things because I'm always evolving the product with feedback. And I had missed one. I was running too fast. I had missed one. I said, I don't need a sample of this. It's fine. Just go into production.
Oh, wow.
Huge ego mistake. It wasn't programmed correctly. I started getting emails of hey, this is not functioning how the quick start guide says it does.
Oh, no.
And it was we have 10,000 of those out in the market right now.
No.
And so I had to I was figure this out. And so I the factory was able to we had to reprogram it with SD cards. And so I had to send out 10,000 SD cards for people to reprogram and then train people how to reprogram it. And so I'm in my living room with my kids licking envelopes, sending them out 10,000 of them. I have pictures. The living room is filled with these, and it was just, but these are the things, right?
Yeah.
It's the type 2 fun. Type 2 fun, right? And you're just, but you're in it, and you're just this is part of it, and it's super fine, and my kids are seeing it, and it's
they get to see their mom.
What an experience!
Fine. Yeah.
So where's the company now? Where are you guys at now?
So it's great. I think so. It was hilarious because then all the iOS changes happened.
Sure.
And my ego was immediately deflated, and we were at $186 CPA on a $97 AOV, and I was cool. So we're paying people to take this.
Right.
This is exciting. Loving this journey for us. Let's turn off ads. We need to pivot, right? And then we went into 1,000 CVS stores, which is a very cool experience. Very kind of different being in retail, pivoted more B2B to schools and hospitals.
Oh, wow. And
that's a great play for us. We became a vendor for the VA. Also a really cool experience.
So how many units do you guys ship a year?
Where we're at, I think, I don't know this year where we're at. We've sold almost 100,000 to date.
Okay.
And we are releasing a new product this year. It's the product I've always wanted to make, and it's a Zenimal that has a night light and a haptic motor for sensory seeking kids, so it'll vibrate a little bit to help with focus. And it will connect to an app which will allow parents to record their own meditations for the kids. Cool. So one thing I learned, my kids still use their Zenimal, but it's my voice on it.
Oh.
So it's the oxytocin that they get from hearing their own mother's voice. And then it will also have an AI feature which will generate custom meditations. So the parent can either record those meditations for the child or it'll record it in my voice.
Very cool.
And then you'll have analytics eventually coming back from that. So we've done some clinical trials, which is really cool with
that's
it.
Cool.
And then we're doing a study with Harvard and Dartmouth, which will be really, really neat. So it's all of the very cool things that are possible with this. I'm excited, and then we'll have an API that will allow all of the other meditation apps to also connect to the device. Meditation's very funny, especially guided meditation. It's very specific to taste.
Sure.
Right? Of my voice could be horrible to some people's ears.
Yeah.
No, I take no offense. That's so fine. I'm known as the turtle lady. I also take no offense to that.
Funny.
No problem. College education just working for me.
There you go.
To be the turtle lady. And
so where do you see the business going? Is it
I think somebody asked me that today, and it was I hope to be a part of it forever.
Yeah.
I think that was something when my dad died. It was I knew that I wanted to do something in this capacity for the rest of my life, and I want to help whoever wants to be helped for the rest of my life this capacity.
Josh, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
You've been
No
just listening.
questions. I've been just listening.
listening.
Yeah.
There is a hum from the crowd that our noise canceling microphones are not picking up. But my ears are.
Yes, yeah. I think where I see it going, like eventually I will exit because I think your kid always needs to go to college.
Yeah.
Right?
It turns out.
Like, it does, and that's okay. I think that I will not be the one to run it forever, but I always want to be a part of it.
What's the biggest thing that you've learned from this journey? Give it to me personally, as a human.
Yes.
And professionally as an executive.
Oh, so many humbling learnings.
And it doesn't have to be bad. It could be good. It could be just.
I think. That it takes a team.
Yeah.
You can't do everything alone. Again, I mentioned in my talk today, like I never played team sports. It was always individual sports. I can do this on my own. Don't worry, I got this.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to cross the finish line by myself.
Yeah.
And like bootstrapping the company was a huge part of that. And it was like, I'm not going to report to anybody.
Right.
I'm going to make all of the decisions. Just watch me.
Yeah.
And now like I will be fundraising this year for the first time for the company and hopefully taking an investor, like hopefully a strategic partner, but I need help. I need financial help. I need a strategic partner. I need to start building a real team with real people who really know what they're doing and are specialists in all of these areas, because I cannot be a specialist in every area, and I realize that now, and I'm humbled, and I'm dramatically humbled this year.
Well, and that's a great crossover of what I've learned personally and how it benefits professionally. Yeah. And I think when you get the firm past the idea and the individual effort, and you know it's purpose driven, you're like, I've got to bring in the right people around because this mission is too critical.
It is. It's a waste. You leave too much on the table otherwise, and it's too good of a product, and it's too good of a mission just to say like, oh no, it's fine. We'll just help a little bit of people, not all of the people. And it's something, I try to teach my kids too, is like, it's like you can go so much further with more people.
That's right.
I'm a single mom, and the house is chaotic, and it's like we have to be a team. We are a team, and we go so much further when all three of us are like contributing to the goodness of the house.
Absolutely.
And it's not just me being like, I'm doing everything.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
It's happier.
Oh. Yeah. Well, we are so, first of all, grateful that you spent some time with us and just sharing your story. And massive congratulations on just the risk you took, the lessons you learned, the flight to China. Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. Yeah, and so proud of you for doing that. And we can't wait to just continue to watch your journey unfold and celebrate you and see more people's lives change. That's exciting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.